Tom. How are you, Tom? I'm really excited, Tom, to kind of just dive deeper into the world of cutting benefits and making sure that the bottom line for a company is that it's costing us less for healthcare. You know what I was talking about before we go to this, how small our topic today is how small businesses can compete with big business companies on employee benefits. The one thing I wanted to ask you, Tom, is you were talking about the crapshoot of how much it costs based on your employees and your employees' health. That's such an important thing that no one really breaks down, right? Looking at the health of each employee.
Right. I mean, the bottom line of small business versus large is small business can change on a dime. So it's easier for them to actually provide better benefits than Procter and Gamble, General Electric. The problem is the way they're financing it makes no sense with the tax laws that have come down the pike, dating back to 1954 all the way up to the Affordable Care Act. And if they would embrace the tax laws, they could provide their employees much better benefits than what the big boys offer.
And that's very, very interesting because a lot of times they don't look at this, they just purchase. We do this all the time, right? Purchase a insurance plan, listen to one expert and just do it. It's not the best thing. So small companies can compete with those big companies on employee benefits. What are things we can look at? Let's look at why traditional benefits packages put small businesses at a disadvantage and why do they and how can we make sure that claim links will make sure it doesn't happen.
Well, the first thing with small businesses that they're missing the boat on is on their health insurance plans. What they don't, they're buying it through usually a group health insurance carrier, the Uniteds, the Blue Crosses, the Aetnas, whoever they may be. And what they haven't figured out is the employees, a lot of their own employees are eligible for tax breaks. Biden expanded the tax breaks to a point where I'm getting people making 175, $200,000 tax credits to pay for their health insurance premiums. But they're not aware of this because they've been sold a bill of goods that all you do is you buy a group health plan, you write one check a month, and that's it.
And
And if they just took a step back and said, wait a minute, we have 10 people, instead of giving the insurance company 100,000, let's give the insurance company 30,000 and let's take that 70,000 and dump it into a better benefit plan and only pay if and only if employees use the benefits for the health insurance side and the dental side and the vision side. But they don't do that. They're not educated on, they haven't typed in Google enough asking, or AI, the new AI, right? You got to go AI, baby. And that's what everyone's not doing. And because of that, it's a costly, huge mistake. And they lose good employees because if you think about it, if you're asking your employees for their family coverage to pay $600 a month, 7,200 a year, and then you on top of that you have a $5,000 deductible, 10,000 it's a family. If they hit the $5,000 deductible, every hour they work for you it costs them $2.41 to pay that. Plus you're asking them to pay another $3 or so on the premium. At least that's pre-tax. Most of the time the deductibles being hit, they don't understand that they should be taking advantage of a health savings account or a flexible spending account because small businesses don't do it. So the problem is if they hit 10, every hour they work for you, it's $4.80. Say somebody's making 25 an hour. They're making 18 an hour now. So what they do is they go out to a company that, if you could pay 100% and they get to keep the 25 an hour, you're going to have very happy employees. They're not going to leave because even the large companies are asking people to pay that kind of stuff now.
right. I mean,
But you don't have to. And it's just crazy what they're doing.
It seems crazy. And so I guess based on my question, what's the disadvantage of the big businesses when it comes to health and benefits?
You mean for the small against the big? There is no disadvantage. They have the advantage, but they're losing the game somehow. I don't know how. It's like I coached basketball for 10 years, and when I coached, you're as good as your point guard in seventh and eighth grade basketball. But when I had a good point guard and, you lose against a team that wasn't even close as good as you think, what happened? Well, my question to these businesses on the health insurance is what happened? Why are you giving away thousands of dollars? You're losing. You shouldn't be losing.
Yeah. It's in the losing process is very, very concerning in so many ways. Talking about the creative strategies you kind of talk about, and we talked about this on multiple podcasts, but I guess we have to hit people on the head 100 times to understand what you do at Claim Links is just so creative to save companies and they get big company benefits based on what you're able to figure out, right?
Well, yeah, we're incentivized by what we save you to be creative. We're being paid by you, the consumer, based on what we save you, whereas the agents get paid more and more the more that you pay. Doesn't make much sense.
And when you have a good health plan, you're going to keep your employees, aren't you?
People are afraid of health insurance, so when they view your plan as great, yeah, you're not going to lose employees because of that.
And
People just don't understand.
exactly. Let's talk a little bit more when you're talking about the way kind of Claim Links is able to kind of look at each person as an individual, right? Not
Mhm.
everyone's the same.
Right, because everyone's different. I mean, that's the funniest thing on group health. It's like you have a round peg and you're trying to put it in a square, and it's like you're forcing it in, or a triangle. And it's like everything's a circle. And it's like, no, it's not. You have different shapes. Well, same with health insurance. Everyone has a different situation. You might have kids who are 18, 19 years old, 20, where they're working as a bartender or a waitress and on tips, and they're making 20, 25,000 a year, and you literally could pay nothing and get them 100% health plan, meaning no deductibles, no co-pays in some cases. And you instead have them on your silly employer plan, paying 300, 400 a month for them when you could be paying nothing. You just gave yourself a $3,600, $4,800 raise just by taking advantage of that.
So if I am a CEO, head of HR, CFO, and I really want to save money on healthcare so I can provide great benefits packages like big companies, what can I do? What do I need to do?
I would let us show you, like we're doing, having a Zoom call, show people this is your situation with a copy of their current bill and plan design. Let us show you how to improve on both the cost and the benefits, and see if it makes sense to implement. The issue is the owners need to be involved. It's ultimately the value of their company they're losing every month, and the employees are losing too because of the choices they're making.
Okay. Best place to go is claimlinks.com. Set up a call with your team today. Maybe get a chance to talk to Tom, right? You're a celebrity now, so it's going to be not easy to get a hold of you sometimes, right?
I have plenty of reps who are more than willing to talk to you and show you how to save money. You got to think differently. You can't think that this definition of insanity by Webster, is repeating the same thing over and over, thinking you're going to get a different result. Well, it's kind of what you've been doing on health insurance the last 20 years.
All right, we appreciate it, Tom. Thanks again.
Thank
That
you.
was a special simulcast, the Neil Haley Show and the Cutting Edge Benefits.